Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to today's video. Today we have some more Ferris Wheel Press for you guys. Here we have all the goodies. Hi, my name is Bea if you're new here. I'm an illustrator from Portugal and I am part of the Ferris Wheel Press artist programs, which means that I get access to these goodies to share with you guys. They are not sponsoring me, but you can use my code JA, which is a new code. The last video I didn't have this code. So it's JA/BABishkoArt to get 15% off your next Ferris Wheel Press purchase. So it got up. You can now have more 5% extra. Go by order. So these two go together. So let's start with those. So this is their new everyday ink, which is TerraCotta Canyon. So it's a non-sparkly ink, but it's a very based in terracotta. So I assume it will be a very warm clayish color, I think. Here you go. I think it might be paler than what I thought. I thought it would be a more richer color, but if it's similar to the sticker here, it might be a bit paler. And then we have the Carousel pen that goes with it. Oh, and that is very pretty. That sun there, that little starburst right there is very, very pretty. So this is the medium steel nib. I'm gonna take it all out. I will do the close-ups later on. So here we have the pen. So it's a very, as usual, they are a very nice matte feeling, these steel carousels. These are absolutely my favorite pens of those. I just really like how everyday use they are, but they are incredibly hefty, like not having the bad way, but they are like you can feel it in your hand, which I really like. And oh, that's adorable. It has little music patterns. Oh my god. That is so cute. So it has a little violin and a saxophone. Ooh, and I have to say, this is their most soft etching so far. Like before, some of their etchings, I think one right here, this one right here, this is their Cinderella one, I think. This one's not the worst, but I can definitely feel it. And sometimes it's a bit uncomfortable, but this one, I think it's their softest one so far. It's very soft. I can barely feel it. So they might be tweaking that, and it's very, very soft. So very nice. As usual, this comes with a little charger, and it always has a little ball because of glitter inks. So I will fill this up in a second and test it out for you guys. That's the TerraCotta Canyon collection. We have 3 individual items. So this is their FerriTales ink, which is a Valiant Blue. I believe it's Beauty and the Beast as well. So it says, discover the transformative power of true love. No, it's Princess Patch again. As Princess Patch looks deep within her own heart to transcend mere appearances. Weave an enchanted spell through love and compassion, and it will be capable of unraveling even the most formidable curses. True beauty will be revealed in the depths of one's heart. Okay, you cannot see any of that. These boxes are very shiny and mirror-like, so my camera really has a difficult time picking them up. But you see a little stained glass mural with a cat. And so here you can see the base is blue with a sheen non-existent, but a shimmer green gold and shading high, which is something I'm very happy to see. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, look at that. It is indeed green gold. So I am quite curious to see. Oh, you can see it in the bottle, but you cannot really see it here. It's not a very super sunny day, so I will, hopefully before I post this video, I will have time to film some sun clips. I'm actually going away on holiday. Today is Thursday, on Sunday I go away. I'm going to Açores for the first time, which is a series of islands, part of Portugal, so I've never been, and I'm super excited. Okay, so next we have a calligraphy ink. This is Pressman Grey. So I think this is a non-shimmer ink. I think it's a regular ink. And if you haven't seen these inks, calligraphy inks, they are acrylic based, so that means they are opaque, waterproof, and light fast, according to them. I have not really done a light fast test yet. I really want to do one, but haven't just got onto it. The box itself, it has lots of cogs. I mean, it makes sense. Press. So I think it's a printing press inspired. You can see lots of letters. Very cute. Actually, my father was a typographer, so he had the job of doing this. My dad, like my father, sounded so proper. But yeah, my dad was a typographer for many, many years. My neighbor is watering their plants, so apologies if you can hear that. I really like the boxes that do this, like the continuous pattern and then just a little cap peeking through. Okay, so it's a very muted gray. I wonder if this shows at all in white paper. It's very thick. You can hear it sloshing. This is a very interesting color combination. So gray, blue, and terracotta. It's gonna be a challenging color combination, I think. I think it's not the most easiest to do. Okay, and finally, but not least, we have another bijou. So the bijous are one of their fountain pen variations. We have the bijous and the jewels. I looked it up. I looked at my drawer. And this one is the sandcastle clay. And this one, I believe, is special. It has little engraving of stars all over the lacquer. And it's just so freaking sweet. Focus. It is just so sweet. This is super soft since it is engraved itself in the lacquer. I assume this is done when the lacquer itself is soft and then you press. I don't know, it's just so pretty. I'll try my best to do close-ups. And then inside, it's the same as the bijous. It has the two-tone tip and all the beautiful details along this little barrel. So I'm quite excited to have this in my collection. If it writes anything else like the other bijous, it's a more softer writing material. The jewel, I believe it was that way. The jewel is a sharper one. I definitely hear it as you scratch the paper. So I will be doing a little writing doodle test with it for an Instagram post that I will be doing rather soon, so that will probably be out before this video. Have our inks. Again, we have a very odd, maybe odd, maybe not, color selection. So I think I want to swatch them right now so I can kind of have an idea of what we have to play with, and then I guess I'll go on holiday and think about it during the trip of what I want to draw. I'll see you in a second. I have gone and picked up my little sketchbook and 2 jugs of water, especially since one of them is sparkly, one is opaque, so I really do not want to cross-contaminate these inks. But I'll try my best to not contaminate the swatches. So as usual, swatches here, drawing here. I can show you now in better close-up. The box has an adorable family. I think I would call them a family, maybe just kind of a coven, having a little picnic all over the canyon. Have little geese. Super cute. Let's see, I don't need to shake it. I always forget and I always shake it. Okay, here you have a little preview. I think it's lighter, I think, than what I had in my... Oh, of course, this brush has blue in it. I think from... I don't know. I'm not the best at keeping my brushes clean, guys. I really am not. Hopefully it does not interfere too much. Oh, and it's actually not too far off from what I thought. It's almost caramelly, so this actually could be a very nice skin tone. I think that's what I'm going to use it for a nice skin tone. I think that is going to be the perfect usage for it. Okay, so maybe not that weird of a color combination. We'll see what I think, but it's definitely a thinner, lighter ink. Do you travel relatively? Actually, quite quite a little bit, so I'm just gonna do a little swatch. I can't really adventure too far off, guys. I want to use this page for swatching. No, for the drawing. Okay, so I'm just going to do some little droplets because I do like doing that and see what it does to the ink. This doesn't seem like it would split at all, so it's just an experiment. Now for the glitter one, what was it? The Valiant Blue. Oh, and here I can show you. My phone captures the boxes a little bit better. You can see how pretty it is. And here we have a bunch of nips and roses. Oh, here, the glitter, look. It's very pretty. So it doesn't have any sheen, but it does have some shading. So let's see what's underneath. Okay, it was really on there. I'm going to use this brush. Are you clean? Yes, good. Good. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, it's a very soft and pretty blue. Ooh, but packed with glitter. I like that. It's very pretty. A bit softer than what I thought it was going to be, but... Ooh. And it travels. I think somehow... Maybe that's because of the glitter, but I think the glitter inks travel a little bit better. I don't know if it's the weight of the glitter that makes them travel more, but I just seen that happening more, and I could be, of course, completely wrong and just be that some of these travel. Okay, I want to do that again, but with less water. And hey, I really need to leave that space available, so I'm going to clean it. I'm just gonna push it. I just want to see. I'm trying to push the shading from the ink. Really want to see what shading they're talking about. So far, I see a little hint of a lighter blue showing through. So nothing completely crazy when it comes to shading colors, but for sure something. Okay, and now the gray man. What's Pressman Grey? Gray man. The gray man. Oh boy, does anyone here remember that anime, or am I just old? Shaking it vigorously because these inks tend to need to be shaken. So far, this color mixture, very nice, very nice. It's like earth and sky. If I had done the opposite, would be perfect sky and earth. So maybe something in the middle would be the gray. I really need to think about this drawing. It's not the most natural color combination for me, I have to be completely honest. Okay. Let's do a little swatch. Yeah, it's a very... it's a difficult color for me, to be honest. But it does show quite a lot on paper. More than I thought it would. I was thinking it would be barely visible. But actually, it's quite visible. And if I water it down... it does become a nice softer gray. So this is a warmer gray for sure. If it was in alcohol markers, it would be in the warmer gray family. That is for sure. So I don't know, it's a new color combination for me. I'll try my best to think of something interesting. I definitely am feeling the vibe of the sky and the earth with the two colors on above, but the gray is honestly throwing me off a little bit. I really do not know what I want to draw with this color. So I guess you'll find out sooner than me, because I will probably tackle this only from a week from now. Before we go, I think I'm actually going to fill out the Carousel pen and test it out with you guys. I haven't done a test of this recently. Just fill it up with the color that's matching it, the canyon. I think I have some little room here in this little corner. If you haven't seen me fill one of these up, it's very simple actually. So to fill this up, you need to take this, and this little bit needs to be down, and you're just going to take it and roll this little bit, and that will make the piston go up and will catch some ink. Then you just need to insert it right here, hear a little click, close the ink before disaster ensues, and then you just put your pen together. I like to do a little twist again on the opposite direction to make sure that the pen is coated with ink. It was too much, oh boy. I am actually seeing shading on the canyon. You can see a little bit of orangey tone, so that's actually quite nice. I'm going to write. We're going to do a quite simple, just swirls. I don't have a lot of space. Yeah, it writes very, very well. I think I'll try my best to use it in the illustration. The bijou, I will be using it for a video right away that I'm going to film for Instagram. So this is our color selection. Like I mentioned, I'm a bit lost on what I'm going to do with it. Oh, and actually, this is separating quite nicely. It's not showing too well, I'll show you when it's dry, but I think I'm seeing some pinkish hues in it, so quite nice. I'll see you in the sketching and demo art part. I actually started working on the drawing pretty much the next day. I managed to draw this right before I went off on my holiday, which was so beautiful, so pretty. I honestly really loved exploring Açores, so it was super pretty. We did some snorkeling, we did lots of hikes. I was actually pretty tired when we came back because it was such a physical holiday, but it was so cool. So yeah, basically I decided to do a earth and sky drawing. I had this image in my head. Probably not the most original ever since the color scheme, but I actually am pretty happy with this drawing. And I managed to use the gray color as clouds in the sky. So I'm actually pretty proud that I was able to come up with this drawing, even though it is super simple, but I was having quite a lot of difficulty figuring out what I would do besides just a simple portrait. I wanted to do something a bit more intensive, and that's pretty much why I used another sheet of paper. I find myself, even though I do love that sketchbook, my square sketchbook, I find myself a bit restricted by the size, and I ended up just doing portraits there. And in this format, the regular A4, I just feel myself a bit more creative. Not sure how to explain it. So I pretty much used the blue color, the Valiant Blue for the sky, and then the TerraCotta Canyon for the character, which is kind of a canyon, I guess, and then the Pressman Grey as the clouds. In terms of my favorite color, I think I really like the TerraCotta Canyon. It's just a really warm and really nice rich brown. I think it's definitely one I see myself using in the future for skin tones for sure. I think it's a very nice and rich color, a color that I definitely see myself reaching out for. A little more information about the inks. I was correct when I said that the Blue Valiant is indeed Beauty and the Beast, is a mixture between Patch, Princess Patch, and Beauty and the Beast, so I was correct. And I found that it doesn't have that much shading. It has a little bit, and it did blossom beautifully. These three colors together worked quite well, and I did mixed each of the colors with the gray to make a more warmer gray and a more cooler gray, a more bluish tint, so to mix them both and create a more smoother gradient, which I think it worked quite well. I hadn't tried that yet, mixing the thinner inks to the calligraphy one, so it was a nice experience, and to see that it works actually quite well. I mean, it is a thinner ink going to a more thicker one. I think I mixed the thicker ones before and it works well as well, so why wouldn't this one work as well? But it was a pleasant surprise either way. I don't have much to talk about this drawing in the end, since it was a quite simple one. It's just two little portraits together, but it was immensely fun. And it felt nice going on holiday knowing I had done it, so I wasn't worrying about it. Even though I have the the very large problem of not knowing when to stop and when to rest. I tried my best when I started thinking about work while I was there. I tried my best to be like, nope, nope. Think where you are and just enjoy the view, just be in the moment. I tried my best to do that, even though sometimes it was a bit difficult. I also used the Carousel pen a little bit in this drawing just to define a few lines in the canyon. I found that I could get a lot more contrast with the Valiant Blue rather than the TerraCotta Canyon, so I used the pen to just sharpen up a few lines. And then by the end as well, I used my little good old trick of bleach. I really want to try and do a drawing using mainly bleach. I've been saying this for a while, but I haven't got around to it. But I really want to try because I just really like the effect that bleach gives with using it with ink. I'm going to leave you for the rest of the video. My voice is a bit knackered because we came back a little bit sick due to snorkeling and then catching some wind, so we got a little bit sick. So I am going to take this cue to reset my voice. Thank you so much for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you enjoyed the final result. As always, you can use my code JABVisualArt to get 15% off your next Ferris Wheel Press order. Please let me know in the comments which of these inks is your favorite and if you'd see yourself using. And leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching my videos as always. You guys are just the sweetest and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.